We are seeing just released cruiser cam video from the scene where 16-year-old Micaiah Bryant was shot by a Columbus police officer.
And we also are learning more about the other people at the scene from a report released in just the last hour.
So let's run down the new information we have tonight. There were two women in their 20s and a 43-year-old man that were with Micaiah during the incident. From Officer Nicholas Reardon's personnel file, we now know he was hired in December of 2019 and his probationary period lasted until December of 2020.
And we know in the minutes, the hours, and now the days that have followed the shooting, there were a lot of questions and claims circulating on social media. Some of them have now been answered or dispelled. Others have not. So here is what we know so far.
We got these grown girls over here trying to fight us, trying to stab us, trying to put our hands on our grandma. Get here now.
The question is, who made that 911 call? Right now, we're waiting for BCI to tell us. It's part of the ongoing investigation.
Get down! Get down!
Next, many of you are asking, who is that man seen in the body camera footage seemingly kicking another young woman on the ground? We asked that question of BCI as well. Because of the ongoing investigation, we're not able to answer that either, so that is still an unknown.
What's going on? Hey, what's going on?
Well, many are also asking if Columbus police officer Nicholas Reardon was the first one on the scene. Other officers can be seen in his body camera footage. Well, we can confirm, both from the body camera evidence and from officials, that Officer Reardon was the first on scene. Other officers arrived shortly thereafter.
Is she shot?
Well, just after the shooting, there was some speculation that Micaiah Bryant was not holding a knife at the time she was shot. But now that we're getting a look at the body camera footage, we can confirm that Micaiah was holding a knife. But there was also a question about why she was holding that knife. Was she protecting herself or attacking? Her family tells us Micaiah was defending herself from the other women in the video and that she was the one in need of help. Based on the evidence we've seen so far and what we're able to get from authorities, we just aren't yet able to answer the question as to why Micaiah was holding that knife. Of course, we will keep asking questions here and update you with new information as soon as we can.
It's a tragedy. There's no other way to say it. It's a 16-year-old girl.
Officer Nicholas Reardon, who joined the force in December of 2019, was responding to a 911 call.
We need a police officer here now.
Video shows Reardon approaching a group of young people in this driveway.
What the video shows is the female with the knife attempting to stab the first female.
Reardon fires his weapon 4 times, striking Bryant. Officers are seen and heard performing CPR. Body camera footage shows a knife on the ground. The city released video from the incident within hours and launched an independent investigation.
We have to ask ourselves, what information did the officer have? What did he see? How much time did he have to assess the situation? And what would have happened if he had taken no action at all?
The Columbus mayor pushing for transparency during the investigation.
That investigation will help us determine whether or not there was a violation of any laws, policies, or procedures. And if there were, the officer will be held accountable.
Officer Reardon has been placed on administrative leave for the duration of the investigation. Meanwhile, tonight here in Columbus, civic leaders are calling for calm.
Body camera video from Columbus police officer Nicholas Reardon. You get an idea of what the officer was assessing.
You have to make split-second decisions that are obviously life and death. And in this case, you know, he witnessed this individual attempting to harm or possibly, you know, take the life of 2 other people.
Eric Delbert owns LEPD, a gun shop in Range, and is a part-time police officer. We walked step by step with him over the body-worn camera video.
Especially in the second person who was being harmed here. I mean, they were actively, you know, seconds away from possibly being killed.
Hello?
She came after me.
With a knife?
Yeah, so he got her.
I'm looking for the threat level to not just the officer, but to the bystanders. Is there an imminent threat of physical harm or death to the officer or to the people involved? And immediately you can almost see that.
Delbert explains that is what officers are trained to consider if they should use force.
There wasn't a whole lot of choice. I mean, it was rapidly evolving. The entirety of it was 11 seconds. You visibly are coming on the scene and seeing the life of somebody possibly being taken or seriously harmed.
In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Words can't even explain how I feel right now that I had to bury my beautiful daughter.
Family of Micaiah Bryant gathering in front of Columbus City Hall today, calling for an investigation into the death of the 16-year-old. Bryant was shot and killed last week by Columbus police officer. Body cam footage released by police appeared to show Bryant attempting to stab a woman when she was shot. NBC4's Alan Henry spoke one-on-one with the lawyer. The family was hired to take that case. Alan, you were there. What does she have to say today?
Well, Brad, attorney Michelle Martin says that video only shows a minute of time in Micaiah Bryant's life. The question she's now trying to answer is what happened in the hours, days, and months leading up to her death.
And she didn't deserve this. It hurts me so bad.
The family of Micaiah Bryant is still grieving the loss of the 16-year-old.
She had a vibrant personality. She was a beautiful girl, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. It's unreal that our family has to suffer this tragedy, and it didn't have to end this way.
Attorney Michelle Martin agrees, which is why she's now representing the Bryant family, looking into Bryant's foster care and the circumstances surrounding the shooting. Body cam video from police shows Bryant armed with a knife.
We have to look beyond just that moment. We have to look at what led up to that moment and what could we have done to avoid even that.
Martin tells me the 911 caller on the day of the shooting was Janiyah Bryant, Micaiah's younger sister, and that the two lived in the foster home together but had been having issues.
Micaiah and Janiyah both asked for assistance. Micaiah and Janiyah were no longer supposed to be in that home. Micaiah and Janiyah together were asking, they asked their grandparents, they asked their father, they asked their foster mother, they asked their mother, and then they called the police. Can someone come down here and help us? These grown women are here. They have knives.
I reached out to Franklin County Children's Services, which only told me they were committed to a thorough review of Bryant's case.
For something tragic like this to happen is unimaginable. So I want justice for my grandbaby.
But what justice looks like to the family and their lawyer is still unclear.
I want to see what the investigation produces because I am also a lawyer and I know that we have to use our legal tools and skills and expertise in order to get justice for this family. So, you know, I know what my heart tells me, but I also know what the law says.
Micaiah Bryant's family's focus is now on her funeral, which is set for this Friday. Local for you outside City Hall, Alan Henry, NBC4.